The wound burned longer than it should have. Back at Citadel Umbra, Kiaro sat on a slab of healing stone, flexing his bandaged arm as sparks of unstable light fizzled at his fingertips. His body was recovering, but the damage wasn't physical. It was internal. Every time he reached for the light now, it resisted, twisting in strange directions, as if remembering the red-scarred boy who had corrupted it. That boy had opened a gate without casting, raised the dead with reversed radiance, and moved like a fully ascended hunter. Kiaro had barely survived. Across from him stood Warden Varys and the veiled woman from the Guild of Silence, their expressions grim. "We trained you to use the light," she said, "but we didn't teach you how to control it." "Because you didn't know how," Kiaro muttered. A flicker of something passed through her face, shame or fear. "That's why you're being reassigned," Varys said. "Effective immediately." "To who?" Kiaro asked, eyebrows rising. They didn't answer. Instead, they brought him to the edge of the world. Past the ruins of forgotten cities and burned forests, beyond the dead zones where no tech functioned and no light shone, Kiaro was dropped off at a blackened temple built into a cliffside. The air was thin, cold, ancient, and the man waiting inside didn't bother to stand when Kiaro entered. He was lean, sharp-eyed, wrapped in faded hunter garb, his body wrapped in chains that pulsed faintly with golden script. His left arm was missing. His right eye had been replaced with a luminous shard of crystal. "Another student," the man muttered. "Did they not learn the first time?" Kiaro didn't answer. The man turned to him. "Name?" "Kiaro." "Sealed?" "First unlocked, second dormant." The man raised an eyebrow. "You'll unlock the second in a week. Or you'll die, that's how this works." Kiaro blinked. "You didn't ask if I was ready." "I don't care." The man finally stood, and the entire temple seemed to shudder. This was no ordinary hunter. "I am Orin," he said, "exiled flame. Former warden of the Third Radiant Ring. I trained the ones who became monsters. So now," he turned, walking deeper into the temple, "I train the ones who might kill them." Training under Orin was nothing like the guild's regimen. There were no weapons, no sigils, only raw survival. Orin forced Kiaro to meditate in void-choked caves, sprint through lightless forests while blindfolded, and channel light while submerged in freezing water. Every time Kiaro reached for power, it lashed out like a beast with a broken leash. "You keep trying to bend it," Orin growled. "Light doesn't want to be bent. It wants to burn. You don't command it. You become it." One night, near death from exhaustion, Kiaro collapsed. The sigil on his chest throbbed in agony. And then, finally, it happened. The second seal cracked. He saw it in a dream. An infinite sky filled with dying stars. A throne made of crystal fire. A voice, his own, yet not, whispering, "Do not wield the light as a sword. Wield it as memory." He woke, body glowing. The sigil pulsed again, and now there were 2 rings around it. Orin nodded from the shadows. "Good, now get up. You're ready for the next lesson." Kiaro stood taller now, eyes gleaming white gold. "What is it?" Orin's voice was flat. "The boy you fought, he's not the only one." He held out a shard of crystal data, on it 7 glyphs. 7 seals, 7 light bearers. And below the 7th glyph, a name Kiaro recognized. Aidenvale status, ascended. Missing, his father. To be continued,